Here we go, guys. Top, or not top 10, Dokkan Diamond of all 2025 releases. I won't waste your time. Jumping right into it, I'll show you my diamond. This is it. In the top row, I have LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Here, I'll just show it all. Just get it on there for a second. And then in the top row, I have LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Tech Vegito, In Future Gohan, STR Rose, Physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I feel like all of these are unanimous except for Tech Vegito, who you could argue the gods above. But in my opinion, I had Tech Vegito higher just because I feel like his release was handled exceptionally well. I have, me personally, I have very clear issues with the character's kit. But I wouldn't say like the 7th anniversary LRs were not like crazy fun to use. Like I did not have like insane amounts of fun using them upon EZA compared to like the Tech Vegito. But like still, I think the justification is there to have this character at 1, especially considering how badly the 10th anniversary LRs aged. I didn't say this, but this list is not about strength. This list is about how well handled the release was. So I mean, obviously, looking on here, we have what's a good example? Like we have okay, I guess this Tech Vegito is like obviously not as good as the character, like probably all 4 characters beneath it. They're just probably definitely worse than all 4 of these characters. But I'm talking about how well handled the release was in 2025. Looking at the other charts in terms of like just maybe characters I left off, I definitely do have Cell left off, Extreme STR. I have Dokkan Fest Final Form Cell intentionally left off. I did not forget about this character. I left him off in favor of 17 and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which, you know, these TUR EZAs are not like particularly hype, you know what I mean? This is a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it's a Super Saiyan 4 Goku, it's a Kid Gohan. I mean, compared to like Kid Gohan's a step down compared to, you know, Vegeta Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you know what I mean? But like, what makes TUR EZA releases really good and really hype, and I think puts them on here, is them just being able to work wherever. Cell, in my like, people are gonna like show me like their, you know, setups with Cell and be like, hey look, Cell works, Cell's so crazy. But it's like, Cell was not a fun character to use on release. The way they handled his team, I think, was not enjoyable. I think him just being a villain character, just a villain random Dokkan Fest with the weird like revive conditions he had, it was not like, me personally, I do not think this Cell was an enjoyable or good release. I do not. Well, I'm not gonna say he wasn't a good release. He was definitely a good release, but he wasn't like I don't think he was as good as the characters on here. Me personally, I mean, dude, if I'm honest with you, I might move this guy like down, like this. I might do something like this, because I personally think Baby is a very nothing release. I think he had good animations to an extent, and I also think he had he definitely had good animations. Thinking about it, he definitely had really good animations, and he also I think Baby also in my opinion, he just wasn't that good. Like he was not, like, I think people massively overrated this character because a lot of characters went into GDC content and got slammed, whereas Baby 50% of the time got slammed and were the reason you lost, and then the other 50% of the time just like, no, it's like Baby was he was split between thirds. He like 1/3 of the time he was the reason you lost, 1/3 of the time he did nothing, and 1/3 of the time he was the reason you won. And so in my, like, it was just like, on average, Baby does nothing. He is a character that quite literally does nothing on your team because he loses you as many runs as he wins you. But we were in like infinite attempts content at certain points, so it's like, I don't think people realized his doing nothing, because they just, you hop in for 3 GDC content was like, you hop in for 2 runs, you get slammed immediately, it's like, oh, unlucky, and then you go into the winning run and you're like, oh wait, Baby's so crazy, oh my god, I won because of Baby, that's so good. It's like, I don't know, like, he just, Baby, I think it's a very much you had to like actually be opening your eyes and looking at every single run you did with that character, especially when you weren't like catering to him, and see like, okay, I just like, not looking past, oh, I'm gonna do 1 run with this character. Oh wait, why were people complaining about him? He really just, he dodged the attacks, he was fine. Or, oh, we won, you know, he get the giant, you know. I think you had to do like many runs with this character and then look at everything he did and think, he kind of won me as much as he lost me, and then if he wasn't winning me the fight or losing me the fight, he was doing nothing. Like, you know, he wasn't like massively contributing all the time and always being a positive, and then maybe he would die every no. He was actually like, I feel like, doing a lot of nothing, in my opinion. Like I think you just, it's also like people are gonna disagree with me there, but I think you just had to use the unit. The physical, I think physical was probably the worst typing here. Just looking at it, like I think every character on here to some extent, like you could get someone to like die hard ride for them. I think except for maybe this GT Goku, like I don't think he was that crazy on release. Maybe I didn't use him enough, but I didn't find him to be really all that crazy. Yeah, dude, there's nothing, dude. Okay, physical starts it starts like right here. No, it's like right here, isn't it? It's right like around right here. His physical starts like right here. Basically, we'll say with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and then it ends with this baby Goten, doesn't it? Oh, no. This manga, it ends like right here. Like physical has nothing. We have Kale and Khalifa. That's it. Like, dude, there really, really is nothing. But I think Tao deserves his spot on here. Just a very like. Just being a really, really, really strong TUR as a villain in an unhype Dragon Ball Saga character, I think they did a very good job with his release. You can't really ask for more. Looking at some of the other releases on here, obviously Super Gogeta, 7th Anniversary LRs, Gohan, Goten, like these characters, they're not on here, or at least the 7th Anniversary. The 7th Anniversary LR is on here because they're really good and they were handled exceptionally well. This character is on here because they're an Anniversary Dokkan Fest LR and a Super Gogeta, and they were fun to use. To an extent, the tag mechanic definitely had some flaws and issues that I have, but like this is like this character's here and this character's here, and maybe even not Omega, maybe just these two are here because there just isn't a lot of competition. Like there isn't enough competition here. I think the Golden Week TUR hit, like they could have, in my opinion, they could have handled him a lot better. I did not have a lot of fun using this character on release. I think him being like a stacking merchant definitely did not play out as well as I'd like, especially when he released post-anniversary, and then GDC content kind of killed him, especially with GDC. GDC was earlier than Worldwide normally is, so people don't talk enough about that. But moving down further, I mean, Omega's a very, like, he was just like, he's a villain character, and I feel like they handled him exceptionally well. He was just, his domain, his support, it was all super fun, and he was super strong. Goma was obviously like, Goma was best unit in the game. He's insanely good, ridiculously busted. Just exactly what they need to do for a Yellow Coin LR Goma to get people to summon for him. This character definitely could have been handled better. They were a bit wonky on release, but I think people generally thought positively of them, and then people turned on them afterwards. And then I think people turned back very recently. So I think I'm comfortable leaving this character here. This character, it's a similar thing. People thought positively of him, and then they turned on him, but I don't know if they've turned back yet. So we'll just have to see what the community thinks. We talked about Tao, this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. People, I'll say people thought positively, and then they thought even more positively as he aged. I think him having 70% chance to dodge turn 1 with a giant, and with the crazy support he ended up having with GT Hero getting buff during GDC, and this character's existence just made him like way too fun for people to not think of him as very high. And like, dude, Power Beyond Super Saiyan support. This dude, look at how many, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Power Beyond Super Saiyan characters are on here. It's like, did I skip him? I think I didn't skip him. 10 Power Beyond Super Saiyan characters are on here. Like that, it's actually crazy. Like that might be, I'm pretty sure, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I did skip him. 11 Power Beyond Super Saiyan characters. Like, it's really, really, like, being a Power Beyond Super Saiyan support with the giant, canceling enemy toxic mechanics, 70% chance to dodge right away. Like, it's just, it like, there was no way this character was not going to be very beloved and on here. I think, you could even justify him being a bit higher. But looking at, like, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he was a very good, very well handled release. I'd argue he was, for a Dokkan Fest TUR, he was handled better. I think people have to look at like the Dokkan Fest LRs, and they have to realize that like Future Gohan, I didn't talk about Future Gohan. Future Gohan had insane animations once you're in Trunks. He was really, really strong. I think they just handle the LRs way better. But even then, I still do hold LRs to a higher standard. And even with that higher standard, I still feel like a lot of these LRs deserve their spots higher up. But like, I mean, we could talk about like this character compared to like this character. This character was everything people wanted from a Kid Goku, except like I would say you could argue this character like right here was not what they wanted, because people wanted Vegito Blue, but like this wasn't a Vegito Blue. This was a Blue Goku and Vegeta. And so I think what this character, you could say like was actually quite negative. Just in terms of character decision, because when you release a Blue Goku and Vegeta, you kind of tired people out of Future Saga. Like people are now, I think, a bit tired out of Future Saga from Dragon Ball Super Future Saga. They're a bit tired out of it, but people still want a Vegito Blue. So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation. Now if they drop a Vegito Blue, it's like, damn, we just got Future Saga stuff. We used a bunch of Easy A's. We used a bunch of characters from there. And we just, like, I feel like we just had a major celebration with that. But then it's like, but we just still didn't drop the Vegito Blue. Like, it's a big negative there. But I feel like they handled going to Daima with both these characters very, very well. But also this character, like, one thing you can't say is like they didn't drop a Vegito Blue, like I'm not going to use this character, like I really don't care for this character, never going to use them. They were just too good. Like they were too good all the time, everywhere, like pretty much 24/7 with very like lax conditions. It's just like you use them whenever, like that's how well designed the kit is. And I feel like kit animations and character choice matter the most of all things, I think, right now. But I think second most is probably easy A's and difficult content. I think they're right up there. But like it's really like when you have a character with amazing kit animations and is the exact character choice people want, you can't really like go wrong, I think, in my opinion. I think that's what you got with this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He has the kit, he has the animations, he has the character choice. He's just everything. Like that's what people want. Moving forward, the next couple characters, this 17, he is like actually so good. Just having 100% chance to dodge on his first turn, and just how impactful he was for that 17, for that Android 16 Dokkan Fest team. I could put AGL 16 on here, but I looked at him and I was thinking, I kind of think you're like a bit of a fumble. And in my opinion, the reason he's a bit of a fumble is because I don't feel like as a character that releases during his time slot, obviously he has to deal with like anniversary power creep eventually, and like we ended up getting New Year's power creep, with the Cell Max and Bio Broly, artificial life form red zones. But I think that AGL 16 kind of like being power crept so quickly definitely it's like they didn't handle that release well. Like there's nothing I can say. Like Tech Vegito lasted until GDC, which was like what was it, June-ish, but like AGL 16 didn't last like 2-3 months, which I guess this is a February release. This is like, that's like 3 months. Like 4, it's like 4. Tech Vegito and AGL Gogeta lasted 4 months. Like I guess even then, like they weren't like terrible. Tech Vegito was still very good. He just wasn't like a best tuning in the game level or even really close to it. Looking more at some of these characters, Physical VB, like I said, Physical just isn't very stacked. It doesn't have a lot to it. AGL, Kid Gohan, a very, very good release, but I think he definitely releasing the latter half of the year as late as he did, close to when like they didn't do the issue with those latter half of the year releases is that they didn't do power creep during anniversary. They did power creep sort of during New Year's, and so power creep was even earlier this year. So these latter half of the year releases, like this AGL Kid Gohan, these are like this AGL Kid Gohan, AGL 16, they just feel even worse. Like they feel even worse, but I still think even with that, this AGL Kid Gohan was really, really good on release, and I think he deserves a lot of praise. The Tech Shinron, just like GDC character, like he was absurdly broken on release. Like he was so good for Physical Omega's team. In Bohan, if you used him on a release, he was insanely good. I think both these characters were just ridiculously good. I didn't talk about in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but I should probably have this character above him. In Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was good, but he wasn't crazy. I don't remember him. I remember using him one time and thinking, wow, he's like terrible. And then like I used him after at some point, and he wasn't like too bad. But I don't know, like that's the extent of my knowledge. I didn't really pay too much attention to what people thought of this character, but like I don't remember him being particularly bad. And he's a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA on this guy's team. It wasn't too bad, I can't imagine. Baby, I already talked about him, and then this guy, like I said, physical just doesn't have enough. It's either this guy or it's Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Kian Khalifa, who are both incredibly mid, incredibly nothing burger releases. So I don't know, like what do you guys think? What were the best releases in terms of like just how they handled the release and everything of 2025? I think It Hate deserves a spot. I'm not sure if I talked about him. I think Disco, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, I think they were incredibly strong on release. And I don't know, like that is that's all I guess I have to say. Let me know what you guys think. I'd like to see some interesting tier lists. I wonder if there are any characters. I could just scroll through real quick. Any characters I forgot, maybe we can look at. Super easy for you. Tech, yeah, no, Tech Rolly is not going on there over Tech Sin. I'm not gonna lie, there really is. This guy, this EGR Rose, is honestly probably one of the most underrated characters. The amount of times he saved me from like situations that I thought I was just gonna die in for sure is actually crazy. Like I said, STR Cell, I just don't think he's up there. I personally just had like a terrible experience with him to where I could not put him any higher. Definitely not you. Maybe this guy was really crazy on release. Yeah, that's really about it. I don't think these Worldwide Down Celebration LR EZAs were terrible. Hate them. How they handled those was awful. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. This guy, I don't think any of them deserve to be any higher. I think that is pretty much the extent of my tier list. Not tier list, Dokkan Diamond. Let me know what you guys think. What above this? Did I forget anyone that you think deserves to be on here? Is there any bad ordering that you think should change? I feel like a lot of people are instantly going to look and be like, the first thing people are going to think is, oh, like, there's no way Tech Vegito is better than the LR gods. And it's like, that's not what I'm saying, man. But, I think these are pretty unanimous besides Tech Vegito in terms of the best handled releases. I guess I didn't talk about Rose in depth, but like I said, he was just, STR, I guess, is also not very stacked. But Rose is just like this Rose is the hype of the villain. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to have a fusing. Like Blue Goku and Vegeta aren't the hype. Vegito Blue is the hype. But Rose is the hype. Fusion Zamasu is not the hype. So them doing a Rose like Dokkan Fest LR is not Carnival LR is fine. Them doing a Blue Goku Vegeta not fusing is not fine. Let me know what you guys think.